I may be tired, but there's always somebody who's gonna be tired.
Oh, no
There's
question.
always somebody hungrier than you are.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm the hungriest I've ever been.
Okay.
Because the only difference is, I don't know in what avenue. I don't know how I want to attack life. I'm like, I want football,
And
but I also like this media, and I also like this business opportunity. And how can I better be a part of, this Little Caesars franchise, or if I buy in here, how can I better project this message, and how do I make multiples?
Yeah.
I want multiples on all returns.
I'm Ndamukong Suh, and welcome to No Free Lunch, where we talk to experts and athletes about how the most successful people in sports manage their money and grow their wealth.
Danny, what's going on, boss man?
We're back, man. Here, Super Bowl, San Francisco. Our guest today, I'm excited because I feel like he's one of those guys that, even though he's one of the most dominant players of his time,
No question.
I think the next generation will know him on TV more than what he's done on the field.
No question. I mean, I think Cam Jordan is one of those polarizing guys.
Yeah.
Not only on the football field, but also in the media space.
Yeah.
His levels, podcasts, the things that he's done with NFL, and being able to grow that and to where he's at right now in his career, being 15 years in, still going strong,
balling,
100+ sacks.
Yeah.
But his media personality and his infectiousness of energy is crazy to see and watch. And I've been able to do some fun things with him as well.
No, he's a beast. I saw him on the red carpet of the NFL honors. But anyways, I'm excited to hear y'all talk into the business. Like I said, I'm always listening to get the game, and kind of level up myself.
Let's talk about it right here on No Free Lunch. Cam Jordan, what's going on, boss man? Welcome to the show.
I appreciate it for having me on, man. Anytime I'm able to talk to you, I know I'm about to gain some knowledge. Spread it.
I appreciate it, man. I want to, before we get into your life and understanding where you grew up in Chandler, Arizona.
Yeah, shout out, C-Town's finest.
Man, tell me about what it was like just being on the same set, being able to work and see Alcatraz, man, the other day.
Yeah, we just saw Alcatraz. For you, you hadn't remembered if you had been or not.
Yeah.
For me, I knew the last time I went. It was probably somewhere around 2008, 9, 10.
And this is your city, man. You control this.
This is a city that I have been able to be attached to.
Okay.
Yeah. If you say this is your city, it's either Chandler, and now I went back last offseason and said, dang, this is not my city anymore.
Okay.
And New Orleans, because that's where I've been able to create a family, create a legacy, and be able to be a part of who I consider special in the city of New Orleans.
No, I love it, man. We'll get into that New Orleans vibe.
But the Bay Area vibes are elite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to be a Cal Bear with you, but
man, the moment I landed,
they wouldn't let me into the engineering school. So
that's tough.
They said I had to take a test before I could even get in. I was like, man, I'm just trying to get my degree, and ball out, and then go from there.
Right. But so you want to be an engineer?
Why not? I am an engineer now. So my thing is like you got to take a test before you even get to college. Like, can I even see if I like it? Right. I already know I do because I watched my dad's footsteps. But yeah, that's why I bring it up. But this is your city because of the Cal Bears and whatnot.
The moment I landed, I headed towards Berkeley.
Okay.
I went to go talk to the new head coach in Tosh Lupoy.
So before you got to Cal, what was Chandler, Arizona like in really football in general?
Man,
like
Chandler,
what was the history
Arizona,
growing up in Chandler?
Chandler was a growing city. Yep. It ain't booming like it is now. There wasn't a downtown. You see golf carts now.
Okay.
We had a nice little barrio beside the high school, Chandler High. There's some areas that you like, hey, bro, we don't rock through here, right? Yeah. There's none of that now. Okay. It is gentrified as it gets. It's nice.
Well, nice. And is it gentrification because of you?
Jesus, no. No, my dad picked one of those. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. He picked a great city in Chandler and built a house, which I'm sure he got dirt cheap to what it is now. But growing up in Chandler, it was some cow farms out there. Again, it was like where you sort of like not a magnet school, but where guys went when they had to get right, Okay. And of course, it was one of the best high schools that you could go to in terms of availability, in terms of the whole GPA situation. Yeah. They had all the honors classes. They had those courses where you could earn dual credits towards college. It's phenomenal, phenomenal high school academically.
Yeah, I love it, man. You talk about gentrification, but I'm curious to you as a young man growing up, what was money like And what was your earliest memories of it?
Oh, I've been stacking money since I was about 7.
Okay. Doing what?
Man, I was folding, 6, 7 years old, I was folding paper airplanes, trying to sell them for the low ski at school.
Okay.
You know, I had the good construction
little
paper.
entrepreneurship
Absolutely.
over there. Okay.
I was going to Costco. I was buying those big old 32 packs of Twixes and Snickers, and I was buying them and then upticking it by 7, 8 years old. You have no concept of what real money is. I came home with a dub one time, and Pops was like, "Where you get that from?" You know, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm selling candy." "Oh, you're selling my candy?" So then he started charging me for candy because that's how cheap my daddy.
You get it at wholesale?
Man,
or he charge you retail?
He charged you retail.
Okay.
No cut price. He might even added his tax on there.
Okay.
So then I had to inflate. Yeah. And so I thought about counting money. I've been counting money a long time, and I was like, I need it.
And you've been doing your thing. You've been counting money, counting sacks, all the above. But if football in your house wasn't always a thing, what was?
It was
what
never
would you
a
see
thing.
as success growing up?
Yeah, football was never a thing. My dad retired by the time I was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like memories. Like, you don't remember being in Alcatraz?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I've been here before. Like, I remember a locker room vibe.
Yeah.
I remember being hella cold for no reason because they played in Minnesota and they might have been playing the Packers or some dumb team that doesn't believe in a dome.
Yeah.
But like it's knowing that, it's seeing that work ethic. My dad went to Brown University.
Yeah.
He got his engineering degree.
Yeah.
Like in his off seasons, every football season, he was an engineer, whether it was for whatever company that was, to Ryan Companies, who had a branch in Arizona, is how we got back to Arizona.
Okay.
Because my mother was ready to go, but my dad was like, hey, if the job don't say go, then we can't go, It's a no. She got a green light and we took off to Arizona. We've been there since, but I've seen him work tirelessly.
Yeah.
Go from engineering to now, he's commercial engineer. Now he's into the development of properties now, right?
Okay.
That he's a consultant now, currently, and at 60-something years old.
Yeah.
He don't stop working.
I love that though, man. That's a grind in taking his career to where it wasn't from a sports perspective, but translate it into business.
Yeah.
You are, I wouldn't say on the end of your career, you are in a chapter where you want to make a decision whether you're going to continue to play or not.
Absolutely.
How does what your dad has built from his playing career to his engineering degree to where he's at right now influence you in your decision right now as you look in life?
Again, it's that work ethic, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see a man that never stops working.
Yeah.
He's 65 years old now, and he still works out 5 days a week.
Yeah.
He still fasts completely on Wednesday. Like, bro, what are you training for? He's like, he's got six pack abs and whatnot at 66 years old, 65 years old. And he's always constantly looking for the next business connect.
Yeah.
He's at the Phoenix Waste Management right now, I'm sure, sitting down over a nice glass over the 16th hole, talking business to somebody, how he can either help, be a part of it or whatever. Like, he's always looking for the next venture.
And seeing that as an example, do you see yourself doing similar? And also, additionally, have you seen that as an opportunity to why you've been able to play 15 plus years in the league?
Yeah, absolutely. I see it as daily inspiration. Mm-hmm. It's like, watching my wife, who's a former athlete, the way she works out 5 days a week and she does Pilates and she does all this stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't work out like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you training for? Like, I have to step up myself.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in cardiovascular activities. I'm like, oh, let me go run. Let me go bike. Let me go rollerblade. Let me, be as active, play pickleball for the 5 hours. Let me see if I can, break down film more. Like, I see people working. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I see my guys like DeMario Davis and Tyrann Matthews and Drew Brees, everybody who is what I think is great. See the way they attack, the way they work, or their community service. I'm like, bro, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I may be tired, but there's always somebody who's gonna be tired.
Oh, no
There's
question.
always somebody hungrier than you are.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm the hungriest I've ever been.
Okay.
Because the only difference is, I don't know in what avenue. I don't know how I want to attack life. I'm like, I want football,
And
but I also like this media, and I also like this business opportunity. And how can I better be a part of, this Little Caesars franchise, or if I buy in here, how can I better project this message, and how do I make multiples?
Yeah.
I want multiples on all returns.
Man, I love it, man. That energy and that enthusiasm, I'm curious. I want to get into a segment called Show Me the Receipts. Mm-hmm. And with that Show Me Receipts, it seems like regardless of no matter what and how much money you've made in this league, you have so many more aspirations outside of it, and also a give back aspect to that as well. So first and foremost, let's talk about what your first NFL check looked like, and do you remember how much it was?
Boy, yeah, I remember what it should have been.
Break that down to the
It was like
audience.
7.6 or 7.7 million change, right?
Okay.
And I said, that's great. I mean, that was your first paycheck in general, but like, I was like, over 4 years, I said, that's cool. I got a $4.2 million signing bonus. I said, phenomenal, sensational. And I got that first check. It's like, oh, you getting your signing bonus in 2 installments. I was like, hell yeah, I got 4 coming my way. I was like 2 and 2, 2.1. I was like, I bought mom's her, like, she wanted a car. I said, bet. I was like, say less. And then you see that first check, the 2.1 turns into like 1.28 or something like that. I said, bro, that's barely half. I said, I know taxes. I was thinking like, I had previously had a job in college because that's what you got to do in college to get by.
Yep.
Not now with NIL. Shout out to NIL. But I was a bouncer, in college with paid cash.
You was a bouncer.
I was a bouncer. And it was like every big guy job.
You was moving people.
Oakland, San Francisco, I was a bouncer. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
There's stories to that. That's crazy too.
Yeah, we go. That's no free lunch R-rated.
Man, when you a kid and all you know is liquor, and then you see more than liquor. You got cousins that may do a little bit of hash.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you got real drugs. You're like, boy, eye-opening. Oh, anyways.
Okay.
So beyond being a bouncer, I was a peer advisor as well. So the incoming generation, the freshmen coming in, I'm willing to deal in information. I'm a sophomore, junior, senior. Hey, this was good. This was right. This was wrong. This is what I would do, won't do. Hey, by the way, what you looking for?
Yeah.
I was like a pre-dating app.
Okay.
I might have been Tinder himself. I'm like, hey, bro, like, there's this 5-star soccer player coming in. Hey, bro, she's cold. Yeah. Also, hey, what are you looking for? Hey, I got this 5-star receiver. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I was like,
You was matchmaking.
I was like, hey, bro, you say you like him light skin, huh? Look, I got this teammate of mine. He's 6'5", light skin. He acts light skin. That's what you look for. I can.
You finessing and putting things together.
Look, if I got friends and whatever, and you become good friends. Hey, I see you. You're sort of a bigger girl. You like to eat. Well, let me show you my spots.
Big girls need love too, boss.
Hey, let me show you my spots where to eat. I can show you. Oh, what do you like? You like to read. Let me show you where the stacks are. As a peer advisor, I'm just trying to hit my best to appropriate like what they think is.
So you were the ultimate like tour guide for Cal,
absolutely,
Oakland, SF, all the above.
Absolutely. Okay. I say Oakland, Emeryville. If you say San Francisco, I was only coming here for like the
tours and nice dinners.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tours and nice dinners when freshmen came in. Yeah. I needed that. Because I'm like, I'm not going to get to the steakhouse on my dime.
That was our version of NIL.
Absolutely.
We got to do them tours. Hey, you gave me $200.
Man. That's
100 disappeared and 100 went to go be spent.
200 disappeared. That is now mine. And let me show you a great time because I've got these connects that allow us to do so.
For sure.
We're showing all the love meals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The local mom and pops. You're not catching Epic.
I love it, man.
We catch Epic off the coaches when they have the big night.
What was the first check that you made that you feel like, man, no matter what, I'm Gucci?
The first one.
The first one. Okay.
First one. When your account is barely,
it wasn't the.
I came in lockout year.
Second or third. No, I understand you came in like it wasn't the second or third extension.
This is that first one.
It was the first one. You Gucci.
Job, you're a millionaire. Like I say, my sign bonus came in 2 installments. I went from I got $1 million, so I'm a millionaire.
Okay.
So now that I'm a millionaire, I'm looking at life different. I'm like, hey man, I'm moving different. I'm breathing different. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Hey, that Tahoe that I got, I paid that cash. Brought it in like 50 cents. They say it was $39.5, and I walked through the door with 50 bands on me. I thought I need a backpack. I went to the bank. I said I need 50,000. I had to sign some papers. They showed me 50,000. I said, dang, that's it. So I took my little 2 stacks, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my little 5 stacks. And like, I can walk out this pocket. I said, nah, bring out 200,000. Okay. And then I had to talk to a manager and all this other stuff. I saw 200 grand. I said, now that's nice. Yeah, I still just want the 50. I just want to see what it looked like. Made me feel like a man. You know what I'm saying? 20s, 50s, 100s.
I've never done that. I just like looking at the zeros.
No, I needed to see physically.
You wanted to see it.
Absolutely.
So that's where Sean Payton got you ready to go win the Super Bowl when he put
that
all
he brought out like $250,000?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But luckily,
you was ready to run through a wall.
Yeah, I'd seen it before, but it still makes you feel warm. You know what I'm saying? So that first time that check hit, I'm moving different. I'm like, hey man, if I blow this, that's half of what I'm about to make in 4 years.
Yeah.
That 4-point change, I'm only making 7.7 in 4 years. So now over the next 3 years, over really the next 4, because you get it before training camp come through.
Yeah.
Like I got mine by end of training camp. And so I'm like, oh, I got 3.3 $3 million coming my way over the next 4 years, I'm not making what I'm making right now.
Yeah.
I said, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not, you just run through the worst scenarios. What if I get injured and I can't play football again? This has to sustain me.
Yeah,
so
man.
I went different. I'm like, bro, my first year I spent $50,000, including my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you was saving.
I need
stacking all the chips.
I need all my money. I was making sure my little, you got to sign it. You got a little signing
training
deal.
table.
Man, I need all that. Whatever. What can I do to get out of here?
Okay.
My landlord, I got these tickets, bro. How many tickets you need to help me out on this rent situation? I'm still hustling like I ain't got it.
I love it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now after that, we flexed out a lot.
And I'm glad you said that, boss man. I'm glad you said that because we were together earlier on Tuesday, and we're together here on No Free Lunch. Mm-hmm. And just something I'm noticing, I got this beautiful Apple Watch on.
Yeah.
But
it's digital.
I like this. And this is my consistent daily. But I've seen you now twice, and you my dog. We've been to Greece. We've been everywhere.
Yeah.
I seen an AP. What you got on? What you got on right now?
It's still an AP.
What you got on right now, boss?
It's still a concept because the concept of money changed for me over time.
Okay, what you got on right now? Let's talk to the people.
So it's a concept GMT, right? So it's a skeleton piece from AP. I'm not sure how many they make, but there's numbers on how many they make.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I as you get older, you get vices. Okay. Some people lean towards,
and I'm glad you said vices because my next question is, what is one thing in this world you will never put a limit on? How
many companies I try and be a part of?
Oh, okay.
I love the idea of multiples. That is my one true vice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when I catch dividends, then I get to make fun times. Like I make sure that my wife's money doesn't come from.
Did you see how he spun that?
Yeah.
When I get dividends, I get to spend fun times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bar.
Okay, bar.
It's like, again, it's like a week like this. Anything outside of my contract money is what I consider play money. Yeah. My war chest, if you will. Yeah. So in a week like this, in a month like this, in an annual time where I make a couple $100,000, off the field, hopefully $1 million or $2 million on a phenomenal year. You know what I'm saying? Okay. As a defensive end, hard to do.
Yeah.
But when you make that type of money, all right, what kind of piece, like, how can I multiply this? Yeah. Like, where do I go for this? Ooh, I got friends that are franchisers. Over the years, you make these connects. Why am I not using this? Yeah. In local business, okay, wait, you're building a community development. How do I get a part of that? Like, can I buy that? It's not as simple as you think. Yeah, in my mind, when I was like, when you get money, you can buy whatever you want. Okay, but now that money's tied up. Yeah. All right, so how do I leverage it? How do I create an LLC?
Talk to him, man. Talk to him.
If I create an LLC and now I put in, let's call it $2 million, how much can I leverage? I can leverage 1.5 times. I like that. If I can get it on a low interest rate because I've been a part of the bank, because you have so much money already stored in the bank. All right, so now my LLC's got $2 million. I can get $3.5 million out of it. But at what rate? Or I can get a 5.5% rate. I can get 6-point rate. And so now I put that in a money market, and now my money's making money. I hate that because now we're just talking about 2 or 3% points here. I don't like that. But right. All right. So now how can I create mailbox money? Yeah. Oh, you got a franchise. It pays out quarterly. Oh, you're going to make 10, 12, 15%. Yeah. All right. Well, now I just made 10 in the clear. Yeah. How do I do more of this? Oh, we do short-term loaning.
So who are you working with, and who
anybody and everybody? With? I told you, I got a vice. I'm trying to see what multiples look like. Okay. When I was younger, I said, hey, my dad told me, hey, for his contract, just stick to one house, one car.
Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna throw something out there for you.
He also said one other thing. We
gonna throw some dinners.
Yeah.
We might link up with No Free Lunch, New York Times, The Athletic. Let's throw a LinkedIn in there. Let's throw SoFi for some education or whatever. Wells Fargo, UBS, who
You're
else?
Talking all corporate. Oh my God. See,
US Bank.
That's what I lack
let's put our people of athletes, entertainers together with the business folks. Yeah. Let's do that. You ready to go?
I went to a dinner recently.
Okay.
It was all VCs. That's what I don't have the ability to do. Is just like pull my Rolodex and actually call them. And whether I do or don't, I don't feel comfortable enough to be like, hey man, I need y'all to put on this person. Yeah, pull up. Yeah. Because I treat everybody as individuals, as actual friends. And I'm like, bro, if you call me to pull up, I will. Yeah. But also like, I don't want to have to be like, hey, Ndamukong, I need you, bro. Yeah. And I need you to bring your connects.
But the thing is, you can. With me, you can do that. You know that. Let's do that.
You made it like clear. I don't know what I can and can't do. you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know.
Until you ask.
Yeah, and I have rejection fears. You know, like when you go up to a top 10 supermodel, you like, what's your name? You don't really mean that shit. When you go to an Instagram baddie you've seen since you were like 12, and you actually get a chance to meet her, you like, hey, how you doing? You just trying to come off as not as corny.
I'm married.
Well, I'm gonna be real. Like, you know, like I see my teammates crash out because they don't know how to act right.
For sure, I agree with that.
And that being said, when you go into a business acumen situation, do you have the right intellect to ask what you need to ask?
Yeah. So I wanna get to the biggest win that you've had in your life, and I'm curious. Wife. Yeah, to date.
Nikki Jordan.
Okay.
Tipsy me
Tell
on
us
bourbon.
about that.
Tipsy me found a girl that doesn't drink, only has like this super serious, ambitious drive. You've met her,
of course.
Like the most competitive person I've met to date.
Yeah.
But it also pushes you to be competitive as well.
Yeah.
And I tell her all the time, like, you elongated my career by let's call it 4 or 5 years. Mm-hmm. Because like when you have responsibilities, you're no longer thinking of yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's because I had a son. It's because I had 3 daughters. Like, all right, well, I can't just be out in the middle of the night doing whatever I want to do till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then come home and be a great dad. Yeah. Be a great husband. Yeah. No, now I'm short, and I'm a little short on energy, and now I'm irritable. Yeah. That doesn't bode well. Like, this same thing is like going to a business conference. I want to be there from Thursday to Sunday. Yeah. But if I'm Thursday to Sunday, I'm now pushing, like trying to go see the kids at night, and I don't have the proper energy. Yeah. So it really taught you energy consumption, mm-hmm. you know, and mana prevention. Yeah. Like, all right, I got to protect my energy so I can give the energy where it needs to be.
Man, it's crazy though. You bring up your wife and what she's done to build a foundation for you and your family to be able to do the things that you are, your vice of wanting to be in so many different things. How is she, with that, building that foundation, help you grow your media imprint? And also like the balance of life, football, and leading a locker room as you have for 15 plus years.
Because she's very faith-based. Mm-hmm. She's emotionally intelligent beyond what I'm able to. Yeah. And because of that, you know, she again, her competitive drive, her nature, I'm like an enabler. She's like, hey babe, like this house that we're building, I want to do the XXXX. And I'm like, all right, that's your dream. All right, let me figure out how to get us there. Yeah. Right? Like it's your job to have bigger dreams than what I have. Yeah. And how do I match up? Okay. So she's like, she sees like, oh, well, I want us to have like a franchise. Yeah. Well, shoot, how are we gonna get that? Okay. It's my job to figure out the how. Yeah. My job is to say, hey, we're traveling north. Yeah. She says, I want to get Utah. It's my job. I know she's not driving. If she does drive, she's gonna drive 2 hours out of this 12-hour trip. Yeah. It's my job to say, this is how we get there. Yeah. As a man in this relationship, I understand my relationship. I can't understand everybody's relationship. Yeah. But if she says, hey, babe, I want 10,000 square feet. All right, we get there, but it has a cost. Yeah. Where we living? I can get you 10,000 square feet in New Mexico, easy. Oh, you want to be in Scottsdale? Oh, you want to be in Beverly Hills? Oh, you want to be in Pasadena? Yeah. Oh, we got tax brackets we got to deal with. Okay. Well, this is how I get there. Yeah. I use my media. I use my podcast not only as a source of revenue, but as a source of exposure to create more opportunities. Yeah, I use my ability to be able to be friendly with almost any and everybody. I can walk into any building and come out with 5 friends. That is true. She likes the idea of that until it actually happens. She's like, you always talking to somebody. hey, there's repercussions.
Yeah, for sure. Well, man, this has been amazing, but I ain't gonna let you go just yet. I gotta ask you.
It sounded like you was about to rap.
Nah, okay. Not yet. I gotta ask you my best question, and I always love to leave it at the end. But what is your biggest price you've had to pay for a breakthrough to date in life?
Biggest price I've had to pay for a breakthrough. Oh, the biggest price is that never antiquate money.
No, and it doesn't have to. But
that's what I'm saying. It never does. Yeah. Like if it was a conference where you're like, I've definitely paid $20,000 to talk to some of the brightest minds in the tech industry. I do that daily.
No question.
Because what you're getting out of that is a multiple. You're catching a return on investment. You're
getting a lesson without having to go to school.
No doubt. You know, I took less money for commercial with Little Caesars for a one-off opportunity. I would have made 3x what I made on this commercial I made with Little Caesars. Yeah. I was like, I really want that money, but like this money's not bad, but it leads to more opportunities. It led to a three-year partnership and ambassadorship, whatever that was, that led me to one of their top leading franchisers that's now led to multiple opportunities. Yeah. That has the opportunity to make me hopefully as much money as I made in the league.
Yeah.
I'm gonna split that one out there for sure. Like, we've made good money.
So my question is, why you ain't throw me some layups?
Again, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, when I heard you say you was text message, I text or I talk to Warren Buffett once a week. I said, the hell? I said, I talk to this man at least once every 3 months.
Yeah.
I said, I don't remember him ever saying that. No, I ain't tap me in. But that being, if you don't ask for it, you don't know what you don't know.
Agreed. Yeah.
So if you need that connect, I got you 100%.
Hey man, I want to learn.
Shout out to my dog Andrew Fagali. We gonna make moves soon.
Okay, man. Cam, man, I appreciate you, man. Joining No Free Lunch has been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Enjoying every bit of this, man. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Nikki Jordan, always wanting more.
Yes.
The information provided on this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified financial and or legal professionals before making any legal or financial decisions or investments.
Man, what a great conversation with my guy, Cam Jordan. Love spending time with him earlier this week here, not only at SF and at Alcatraz Island, but my biggest takeaway from that conversation, man, he's a ball of energy, but he focuses and dives in and pushes himself to build his family empire, but also is not afraid to put himself in tough positions and uncomfortable positions to be able to grow. And I think that's something that we all got to learn. And I'm excited to hopefully have an opportunity to build with him here in the future, especially as he rolls out into his life after football. But man, he is a great breath of fresh air, as you can see, and a ball of energy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to No Free Lunch on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.